Hello. Every time I listen to the Burning Angels with Burning Hearts from Burning Rangers, a game I have not played myself, it gets me very jazzed up. I cannot help but to sing along. Um, and I think it ends up popping up on my, like, every time I let YouTube autoplay, that song will inevitably come up within like 2 to 3 videos. It's a pleasant surprise every time. What are we doing? I guess I'll just go ahead and start it up. I wanted to play more Astrea. Um, Yesterday, I was able to get to. I was able to get a floor 3 win with Sothis, who is the last of the 5 starting characters that I needed to get that with, and that unlocked Orion, the 6th character. And I've played a few runs as Orion and just have been absolutely demolished every time. Um, his mechanics are ridiculous. I have no idea like what to build when I'm playing him. So I don't know. We'll give it another go, and if I get beat up again, then whatever. Just keep trying till it works. This is him. He's Squid Man, and he's got orbs. The orbs they each do different stuff, and you do a lot of rotating and orb management. That's his whole gimmick. Um, Coming from Slay the Spire, he is kind of similar to like the Defect in that way, who has a similar orb uh, orb juggling mechanic. In this case, we always have these same 4 orbs, the same forbs, um, but we just kind of spin through them. Just to run them down, these are the other characters. We have Astrea, who, oh my god, she's so beautiful. She's I think my absolute favorite of these designs visually. Um, she's super cute. I am terrified to play her because all of her, like her whole build, her whole like mechanics are all around extreme RNG. So everything that she does is very random, and then you can buff yourself to manipulate that randomness in your favor. But there's a lot of things that she does that are like, maybe it'll help you and maybe it'll kill you. Who knows? So she's a little scary to play as. We have Solarius. He's also they're all super cute. I love his little colon 3 mouth. He's a big buff shark man with an anchor. His stuff is he does a lot of like self damage. Like a lot of his attacks have like high purification, and then they corrupt on yourself, which means that he's doing a lot of damage but also hurting himself in the process. And that is it feels like a very risky way to play. Like you're always almost dead with him. Um, but then he gets different stuff to kind of mitigate that. I've had trouble playing as him so far. Got Mooney. She's the starting character, the very first one. Her big gimmick is being able to convert corruption into purification, so she can take. Thank you so much. How's that? Is that better? Bless you for coming in and telling me my audio is low, because I don't really have a way of easily knowing without, you know, I guess I could do a test. I should just do a test record, but, you know, I don't have time for that. But thank you so much. Is it any better now? I'm trying to, I've got some OBS knobs that I'm trying to twiddle with. Thank you so much, Matt. Who else do we have? Valius. Valius is one of my favorites to actually play as. Could be a tiny bit more, but it's listenable at half volume. Interesting. Well, we'll roll with it for now, and let me see if I boost that a little bit more and boost this a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like I don't know how to set any of this up, but oh well. We're learning as we go. This guy does stuff with Sentinels, which is cool. I had no trouble getting my floor 3 win with him. He's just really solid. And so this is who we played as yesterday, and you know, I said I was having a lot of trouble with him, but I completely rolled that last run. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I've got all this knobs and OBS stuff, and I have no idea like what the right balance of it is. I probably also just talk at a different volume sometimes, so I have no idea. But thank you for the assist. So we're gonna play as Orion. I guess technically this is spoilers for the 6th unlockable character, so apologies, but let's see. So like I mentioned, I have no idea how to play this character. I've only done 2 runs with him so far. They both ended in disaster. I felt like I was doing no damage. When Astrea is triggered, refresh your virtues. Every 3 times you deal purification, apply 1 light shield. I guess we'll go with this. Because the way that this guy works is each of those orbs has a different effect that they can do, and it's almost like you're playing 4 characters that you are kind of juggling between. So this lets me draw, but does stuff that'll explode on me. This is nice. Player Serenity is always nice. We'll just take Inner Peace. And this would give us some discard, which is helpful. This lets us put Light Shield on the enemies, which is nice, but is not going to like kill things for us, so I don't know. And this, we want our Astrium to be high. And it lets us draw a lot of dice, which is interesting. But it seems like it's difficult, so we're just gonna go balanced. Until I know what kind of build we're doing, I don't want to like commit to any of the very risky things that are specific to each of these builds, each of these orb builds, because it seems like a lot of the mechanics that you have either require a specific orb to be highlighted or work off of some of the resources that these generate. It's very complex, or at least I am having a hard time with them. I'm sure people are much smarter about it than I am. So we can spin our orbs, and every time we spin our orbs and a new orb comes to the front, it does an effect. So in that case, I spun these 2, and it dealt 2 purification, and then applied a light shield to this crashed sentinel. This one does 3 purification to the enemy with the least corruption, so the enemy with the least health it does 3 damage to, basically. And then it gives me a stack of karma, which karma is a thing that I usually don't want, because when I get 6 karma, I damage myself for 6, which I have 7 health points, essentially, so taking 6 damage is bad. This one gives me Astrea, which is a resource that when I build it up to 10, it does a burst of purification on everything. And then other dice will trigger off of these. We're just going to play and see how it goes. This does nothing for us. So I'll take the Serenity. That'll help me keep my health up. I'll soak the damage myself because I can bring it back. And what I'm going to do is spin my orb to do damage, use this to do more damage, cast that again, and then heal myself back up. Hello, Frenda, welcome. Yeah, I wish I had a knowledge orb. I don't want a karmic orb, I think. But, you know, having a knowledge orb that I could, I don't know, ponder for information or something would be nice. So let's re-roll this because I don't want that. Okay, I can drop some more Serenity. Oh, I can just... Well, this will kill me if I do it. Okay. We can... What do we want to do? We can... Spin. Build up some Astrea. And then I think... Is this gonna... Right. Am I just at under lethal? I'm just at under lethal. I probably could have played it differently. Yeah, well. It's the first battle. If I don't play optimally, I fine. Because now I can just spin it and win it. What are our options here? I like this one. So this ability basically does damage based on how many times you spun your orbs in a turn. So if you build for cycling through your orbs very fast, this can do a large amount of damage, which is fun. But it means that, like, on a turn where you just, you know, spin it once, you're only doing 1 damage with this, which is not very great. This gives me a refresh, and this is just big damage with a bunch of little corruptions. I'm actually going to take this, because I found last run I didn't have enough, like, raw, just dealing damage. So I'm going to try to build some of that in. These are just good damage as long as I'm on the Cosmic Orb. Are you on the Cosmic Orb? I'm on the Cosmic Orb. Yeah. Hmm. This is good if I can get a lot of shield up. So I'm reaching the point where I kind of have to decide, like, what am I actually going to try and build for? And I don't really know what a good path for that is. Let's try building around shield. These are always scary when you see them. If I roll this and I can't get rid of it, I have to play it, and it makes me lose a heart, which is really bad. So these are scary. This is a very powerful effect. It lets me cast my orb 12 times. So, you know, it's very powerful. This is very terrifying. I'm not going to take this right now because I think it would kill me. This is also really good if I can guarantee I can be on the knowledge orb, but I can't ever guarantee. Yeah, this is the defecty one. It does a lot of orb spinning, and it has a lot of effects that, like, either only trigger, like, either you can only use them if you are on a particular orb, or in like this case, if I'm on a particular orb, it's a really great effect. It lets me draw 4 dice. But if I am not on that orb and I can't get to that orb, I still have to play this one. And it makes me add a bunch of debuff dice to my pool. So it's very high risk. This actually kind of screwed me over in my last run, so I'm probably not going to take that either. I might actually just skip this one. I don't really like any of these right now. Probably playing overly cautious, but I've just had a tough go of it. So yeah, here's his orbs. It is not like the defect in that you aren't like generating a bunch of them, but it is like the defect in that you kind of you have one of each of these. They each do something whenever you switch to them, and then you have this other ability that does a different effect based on which one you're on. This is a bad start. Let's just drop a corruption on myself. That's fine. We can use that to re-roll this. Okay, much better. Put the Serenity on herself, and I think, yeah, so we can use this to do damage, which is great. You're not going to do any damage this turn, so I'm fine staying here. And then we spend. This would do nothing right now, so no point. Yuck. It's a terrible roll. It's much better. Let's cast and spin it and spin it. So you're doing 4. Which I can take because I have 1 shield. So I guess we just... I can get more shield. It's even safer, I guess. We'll just dump damage on him. This thing starts with basically no damage and just gets more and more powerful, so I do need to kill it. Which I'm glad I rolled that. Take one of those. And these are always nice because they just basically let you re-roll some dice. You spotted what appears to be the ruins of an ancient building, and you think there might be something valuable there. Upon entering the ruins, you follow a path that leads to a large room with 3 pedestals arranged in its center. You see different objects upon each of them. What do we get? I get 500 money by sacrificing a heart. I can get 100 money for nothing. Or I can get the mystery box. Don't gain any star shards until you reach ground 0, which is the 3rd floor. When you reach ground 0, gain 1,500 stars. That's a lot. I think I'm going to take that. Why not? Right after taking the item from the pedestal, you hear some gadget sounds from the other ones. You look for the other pedestals, but they are gone. The room begins to collapse. Despite these unforeseen events, you manage to get out of the ruins safely. Great. You try to open the vault, but you are affected by an ancient magic that marks you with a strange magic symbol. The vault is sealed, and you can't open it. Despite the events, you decide to carry it with you, hoping that one day you can open it. Great. I will pick up a center. What do you all have? This gives me more rerolls, which is always wonderful. This gives me... These are just damage. This lets you pick a die face on a die, which is incredibly useful, but it is obviously only on the one side here. I will take the... I'll take the rerolls. Is bad, so let's re-roll you too. Still 3. That's fine. Serenity on myself. I hate this enemy because it has thorns, so I take 1 corruption whenever I deal purification to it. Interesting. So we can get to the Cosmic Orb, and that'll let me do 4. This has not been useful yet. don't really need to reroll anything, and I can't... I guess I could play... I mean, there's no reason to not play it. Sure. So let me reroll you. Beautiful. Hello, hello, Anthony Quarnstrom, welcome. It's going okay. So this is the new character I unlocked after last stream. He's very complex, and I have not gotten a handle on him. I did a couple runs since yesterday off stream, and they both ended poorly. So I'm trying to just see how I'm supposed to play this guy. But it's going alright so far, but I'm still in the very beginning of the game. Let's re-roll or replace these two. Perfect. Yeah, oh, you grabbed it. That's awesome. Yeah, I really do love this game a lot. This character is very complex, and I basically what they have going on is they have these 4 orbs that they rotate between, and whichever one is active, you have different abilities that either can only be played while that orb is active. When you spin through each of them, they do an effect. Your main virtue does a different thing based on which orb you have. So there's a lot to juggle when you're juggling these orbs. And it makes trying to build a coherent strategy pretty difficult. In this case, I'm just going to kill the guy. So that's easy enough. Yeah, the crab's a pain in the ass, and can be really bad for especially Sothis. If you're using glass daggers, for instance, that will just kill you against the crab. But yeah, the crab's a pain in the ass. I think anytime something has thorns, it is very bad for certain types of builds. So for instance, this does AoE purification, but I have to have the Cosmic Orb up front to use it. And if I don't, then I just can't play this effect. I think I'm going to go with this to give me some more rotation. Because one of the things that it seems like it can screw you is not being able to spin your orbs. You want to be able to spin your orbs. Yeah, then you have stuff like this, which is if you have your shield orb up front, you gain incorruptible. If you don't, then you do 9 corruption to yourself. So it's, if you... This can obviously be very terrible, depending on where you're at. I'm going to take Light Shield. I'm going to be boring. Yeah, it's scary, and there's one of those, I think, for every orb has one of those, where it's oh, if you're on this one, and you can, or if you can get to it, you can do something incredibly powerful, but if you're not, you're screwed. Whenever you do corruption to an enemy, apply 1 light shield to you and all the sentinels. I don't often do corruption to enemies on purpose, but this is kind of nice. This lets me move my orbs whenever I do corruption, which is neat. And every 8 safe die you play, refresh your virtues. I'm going to take this one. Give me some more spin. We can destroy something. Just get rid of this. I don't really have enough money to do anything at either of these. I guess I should have gone up this way instead. I can technically do another destroy with that 50. Yeah. Yeah, just get rid of one of these. I have 3 hearts, so I'm going to go for... Usually if I have 3 when I get there, I will sacrifice for a blessing. So whenever you are sent to deal corruption to an enemy, gain 2 cosmic expansion, which makes my cosmic orb become an AoE. Gain 1 light shield for each die in your hand, or gain... I'm never gonna... I get why you would take this. I don't like relying on the random values, especially because I have some dice that have sides that are already doing like 12 purification. I don't want to break those. So let's go with this. Got the big nasty plant man, plant thing. The gimmick of this one is that every 6 times you do purification to it, it will attack you back. Yeah. What are we gonna do? I can reroll 1. This is more useful. We can spin. And we can spin it again. Now, if I do corruption... Yeah. And I have no reason to cast this, because it'll only hit me. Actually, no. That's fine, because he's going to attack me back. And then I have no shield, so it doesn't really matter, but... what do your sides look like? 2 AoE is not worth re-rolling. There we go. that. That'll get us healed back up. Do 2 purification with that, and 3 with that. And we'll just take 2. That's no big deal. The health system in this is very interesting. Because basically, as long as I'm taking, you know, as long as I don't go over this threshold and lose a heart, I actually don't mind taking on the corruption. So you're going to attack me as soon as I attack you, because you are at 1. So let's go ahead and top off my health first. Then we can bonk him. Oh gosh, okay. It's a good thing I topped off my health first. And then I can cast this 4 times. You're gonna do 5 damage to me. That'll kill me. I'm fine losing a heart, because I will get all of them back after this fight. Is that your biggest attack? That is your biggest attack. So I can actually make you re-roll that. Great. Try it again, please. Okay. So that's doing 3. I can do it. Now, if I use all of these abilities, it will attack me with the Vengeful Stab again, which will kill me. Spin it. Okay. Okay. Got the 12, which is good. Serenity. I can rotate. Purify myself. This will do 2 to everything. Yeah, you stab me. You're gonna do 3, that won't kill me. So I think I can do it. Can I get lethal? That's the real question. Because I'm pretty close. This will give me 3, so that'll give me 12, 24, so yeah, okay. I think I can just kill him. Oh, except I did kill myself with karma, but I'm fine. Whatever, okay. Technically, you get more points, you get more experience if you never lose hearts due to damage, which my first run with Hevelius, I actually did not lose hearts. I never lost hearts in combat, and it gave me a Chivo and more experience and everything, but I don't really care about that. Not going for high score or anything. More dice draw is always wonderful. This gives some extra orb casting and some AoE. Let's get more orbs. Look how cute it is, too. Whenever knowledge orb becomes active, decrease karma. That's really nice. Karma is the thing that just did a bunch of damage to myself. Every time your karmic orb gets used, you do 3 damage to an enemy, but you also build up this karma stack, and when it hits 6, you do 6 corruption to yourself. So being able to manage that would be nice. This is whenever Cosmic Orb becomes active, gain Astrea, which would be also nice for building up this resource that you use for some of your abilities, and then this is just solid damage and more spin. Let's go for this. What are our black hole blessings? Interesting. So our karmic orb would become more powerful and more dangerous. 1 additional die per turn, add 3 wound hex die into your draw pool. And draw 1 die per turn, add obscure to enemies. I'm fine with this, I think. This just means we won't be able to see their over corruption meter, and I'm actually okay with that. I think I'm always going to pick these when they come up. So what do we have? This is precision. Convert is always super powerful. And this gives incorruptible is great because it just makes you invincible for a turn. And we can retain a die for next turn and heal ourselves in the process. I think I'm gonna go with the... Actually, what do our dice look like? Having convert would be nice because we do have a lot of just basic corrupt. Yeah, let's go for this. And we will replace... We can replace this. I think we've had too much reroll, like more than we need. We can't do anything here. Do we even have anything we want to destroy? This dice is not useful most of the time because we don't build up a ton of this Astrea resource yet, so I think we can get rid of it. I hate these guys, they have thorns, it's terrible. I taking? I'm taking 2 damage. Drop a caution on you. Heal. Spin. Oh, I should have used that before spinning. I think we're fine. Interesting that the auto turret doesn't trigger thorns. I'm glad it doesn't. But it feels like it is not intentional. I really wish I got more use out of this, but I have not been able to apply like lots of light shield to things yet. Let us spin our orb. If I recast, I will take damage from each of these, so... Oof. I'm just going to cover that around. I'm taking 5. I have 4 light shield. Give me some better stuff. I think I'll yeah. Okay. Player Serenity is wonderful. We can light shield for safety. Take a heal. Spin. Kill you. Okay. Yeah, do that. Beating up this old man. Convert. Sure. Do 1 damage, fine. Swap that out. No problem. Yeah, the discard and draw is a very useful ability on a virtue. I like having it on the... I mean, like, you can get it on the dice, but then you're obviously spending that die to re-roll or, you know, redraw another die, so you're at a net negative, but having it on a virtue is great because it's basically free then. Re-rolls, I think you probably don't need that much re-roll. Light shield to any target. I like this. And that gives us some various things to do. Cast all orbs twice. That's really interesting. Go with that. Is there anything we would want to duplicate? We don't really have any, like... we don't have any great dice is the problem. And I think it's I really just don't know what our good dice are. This one, we have enough redraw, or reroll that... yeah. I could go for some balanced dice. Let's go for this, and we will duplicate this one. I'm not going to have 300 for the epic shop. This is draw some risky dice. Serenity all, Torment all. This just seems impossible to pull off easily, because you need to have 9 Astrium, which is already hard to build up. But if you hit 10 Astrium, it all blows up, basically. So I don't know. It seems there is at least one other effect that, like, sets your Astrium to 9 that you would probably have to use this. It's very powerful because you draw until your hand is full. So, like, theoretically, that's, you know, pulling eight dice at the end of the turn, which, you know, obviously would be great, but yeah, it is just incredibly precise. Yeah, if you had the retain thing and could... yeah, it seems like a very tricky build. But yeah, if you had the retain thing and were able to retain this until you had that, that could work. Let's take this. I like putting Serenity on stuff. And honestly, Skip, I don't know, like, what the... every other character, I'm like, oh, okay, I can see what, like, 2 or 3 of the, you know, kind of easy builds are, where it's like you just kind of match keywords and you know, get a build that mostly functions. I don't know what it is for this character. I could get more of these. I mean, this is a very powerful ability, but I just haven't been able to trigger it because I have not had enough shield. Let's take this. And we'll take this. What does this do? When karma is triggered, all enemies receive X purification. Yeah. We're gonna take this. This person has some little sentinels. Yeah, I mean, basically, the big shield blast, you need to be able to drop a bunch of shield on everything. What I'd really like to be able to do with it is have that in hand and put shield on my sentinels, because then it also does more damage out to things. If I had shield on everything, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, the big AoE shield thing on enemies is going to help with that. There are other buffs you can get that makes, like, I think there's one that makes this do AoE on, like, the next cast. So that kind of, like, if I had that, that would be useful. I haven't felt like I've gotten the tools that I need. And maybe that's just I'm not being, like, adaptive enough. But I'm still learning, so. What are we gonna do? You're not doing anything. You'll do a Nefarious Pulse, which does AoE 1 corruption. If I can... I might just eat the corruption. What dice is this? Yeah. Eat the corruption and try to re-roll this into something useful. Oh, that's beautiful. So we can kill you. What do these even do? They don't do much. But I gotta kill them regardless. Might as well shield up all my people, and I can't use this, unfortunately. Yeah, they just take up a Nefarious Pulse, which makes me wonder, it might actually be worth not killing them. Does it matter? No, it's worth killing them, because they'll get over-corrupted, and then they'll start pinging you. You gotta go. Now you're dead. We can hit you with that. What is this? I would love to re-roll this into big... Nope. Okay, that's fine. I can't get to my Knowledge Orb. Don't you hate it when you can't get to your Knowledge Orb? Heal me a bit. Hurt you. You can take a... corruption for now. I can't play that. So this is wonderful. Love to see that. I do need to re-roll these. And then I can just redraw this. Okay. I can... Actually, if you're just going to do that, I can also throw shield on you. Replace this. Sure. You're doing 3 to everybody, which is bad. These can't live through that, so I don't need to try to heal them, but I will give myself a little healing. And you can spin. My poor babies. Yeah, I know. They look terrible. Like, whenever anything is corrupted, it looks so scary. Like when your character loses a heart and they flash corrupted, or when you lose a run and they become corrupted, they look terrifying. Makes me feel terrible. Because the art in this is just so like pretty and nice, but then when things get, I mean, that's the point. Literally, is like, oh, it's corrupted now. It's all evil and fucked up. But they did a good job, is what I'm saying. Because I feel terrible for my baby fish here. So I would like to spin. I would like to... I don't know. I don't really have the damage to deal with this. I should re-roll that. It's not a lot, but I'll take it. And then we will just draw it back out. Sure. Give me some more shield so I can live. We really just cannot allow this to build up. And it just builds up every turn. I'm probably going to lose a heart on this fight, which I... Oh, shoot. That's a very bad roll. Ugh. I really don't want to do that. So I think that's gotta go. You're doing 5? I'm gonna lose a heart here. I don't think I have any way to... Because we can spin. And then... That's a bummer. Oh well. But this is the problem I've been having with this character, is I feel like I just don't know how to get a lot of damage. Spin. I mean, that went well, but only because I had this to pop that a bunch. I think I have lethal. Yeah. Okay. Not a great fight for me. Just a lot of spin. What do we have? Whenever we do corruption to an enemy, cast a random orb 3 times. I'm starting to pick up a lot of effects that trigger when you do corruption to an enemy. So maybe I just lean into that, as scary as it is. Sure. I don't know what else to do, so we'll try it. I am gonna take this. I always take these. Shoot. Okay. Love to see this. So if I do corruption, I will cast a random orb 3 times, gain 2 cosmic expansion, and rotate. Sure. Wow, okay. Kill you. So maybe this is my bizarre build plan. I want to ping the enemies with a little bit of corruption to trigger all of these weird effects that I have. Pop some shield up. Let's do some spinning. I've got enough shield that I can probably... What do your dice look like? Okay. That's fine. Sure, what the hell. And now I'm on Cosmic Orbs, so I can do that. And that. And I bet if I do this again, you will just die. You did not just die. Okay, well. Hopefully I didn't kill myself by doing that. Oh yeah, we're fine. Interesting. This is the one I was talking about. So if I have the Karmic Orb active, I can increase Astrium directly to 9. So if I had that, I could trigger that other thing. What are the bad effects? I get Karma, which is bad. It might be worth taking the... I don't know. I like this Oscillate. It just moves your orbs clockwise and then counterclockwise. So you trigger both of those and it just moves it back and forth. Incorruptible is just always nice. I'm gonna take that. This gives me a lot more shield, sure. Might as well take the money. Did it not? What happened? Am I not getting the money? Am I in a bugged state? That felt weird, but it didn't. Like it didn't give me that. So next stage I'm going to get 1,500 money from this mystery box I picked up, so I don't really need the money. And I don't need... I'm not going to sacrifice and bring myself down to 1. So I guess I'll just recover. This boss kind of sucks because you can't kill these two sentinels. And all that they really exist to do is mess up your sentinels. Like if you look at their die, it changes one of the dice face of one of your sentinels into Area Corrupt 1. I guess not of your sentinels, it's of any sentinels, but so I think they can hit each other with this, but it basically messes up your sentinel's dice. And this puts doom on sentinels. So these two guys suck, and there's nothing you can do about them because they have infinite corruption. Yeah, if I play a virtue, they apply 1 doom to a random target, which is annoying, and then it has decay. So this is one of those bosses where the initial setup is very like low damage, but they quickly ramp up. What do we have? Love being able to drop Serenity on everything. can't use this, which is a bummer. Let's do that. Oh, no, wait, I can't. No, I can't, because I'm only moving one. Yeah. And then this will move me back. And... I don't have anything to convert. I can put... You're gonna do... What are you doing self-damage? Yeah, you're doing self-damage. And I've already got one shield, so why don't you take some shield? And I can't use that. So I would like to re-roll this, if I could. So what are my options? I can do damage to myself to get the re-roll chance. Let's go ahead and do damage to you. I will... Right, I want to use this one to damage myself so that I can re-roll this. I might as well re-roll that. And this one too, because I don't actually need to convert this time. Sure. So let's recast. I will put... I'll put the shield on me just because this one is going to do one corruption. And then I can discard those for some more damage. Yeah, they have been rolling pretty bad, because I think they... Yeah, I've been getting lucky. I haven't had a ton of trouble with this boss. It's just you can very easily, like, if you take too long, you will end up in a bad state. Sometimes what I have done is, like, if these start, like, really messing up the dice on my sentinels, I will just kill my own sentinels, because otherwise they end up with these, like, massive... I think last run they had, like, I think something like 12 doom on one of my sentinels, and it had the AoE corruption side come up, and so I just had to kill it instead of letting it do that. But yeah, they can be a problem. Do I want to get rid of... Deals corruption to the boss. I think I would rather re-roll and not let you mess up my sentinels, potentially. why didn't I pick this? I should have re-rolled that. I will take Incorruptible for sure. And let's do this just to trigger all of our cool stuff. And then put some Serenity on ourselves. We'll spin a bunch. Yeah, we'll spin a bunch. And I can't do anything with that. So yeah, now we're getting into the state where the boss can actually do damage. But we are most of the way, a little over halfway through its health. So hopefully that is enough. This will buff the next time our Devotion Orb goes off. I'm gonna take a damage so that I can re-roll these other two. I can apply damage and light shield. Just do more damage. Give me a big shield. I took a bunch of damage from Karma, it's okay. And I can recast to do that. I'm gonna take 3, that's fine. I'm only gonna take 1 anyways. I think we're good. I think we have this. I hate that it's only 2 damage a turn, it's not a big deal, but my little auto turret has been hitting these sentinels constantly. So what do we have? Got our big damage, which is wonderful. So I can do 3, 14... Do I have lethal? Instead of calculating it, I'm just gonna go for it. I think I have it. Yeah. Awesome. No problem. What do we have? And is it worth swapping out the things that we have now for these? I don't think so. Copy die is neat. But the dice I would want to copy are the risky ones anyway. So I think I'm going to skip actually and keep the sentinels that I have. A bunch of random orb cast, 1 purification for each Astrium, and 8 purification to all enemies. This is just solid. This... let's take that. Just love to cast orbs. What can I say? This actually is a pretty good ability, I think, because you do 1 extra purification, and the drawback is that it applies 1 death bomb to a random enemy, which all that means is that when that enemy dies, it does 1 corruption to everything, which is not that bad. This is really useful for like Sothis. I don't think I had this on my very good Sothis run that I did last stream, but if I did, it would be really great because that 1 extra purification would trigger each time I did my glass knives or glass daggers. So this is a pretty good one. I don't think I want this. 1 extra die, but your first 4 dice that you draw with a Purify or Corrupt action changes into a Confuse action of the same type, which makes it either 50% chance of doing Purification or Corruption. And this gives my Sentinels boost, but makes me draw 1 fewer die. It's not good for me right now because I don't really have great like high damage Sentinels. What do we want? We'll take this. I think it's pretty safe. I have killed myself by ignoring the death bomb before. So I say it's safe. It's not really, because I just don't pay attention sometimes, but if you're smart, it's safe. So I just got my 1,500 star shards from opening the mystery box. Destroyed vault, the remnants of an ominous vault. So let's go here. Yeah, I think it was before you came in. There was an event I got in the first floor where I had a choice of, I think it was, I could sacrifice a heart to get 500 money. I could just get 100 star shards money for free, or I could take the mystery box, which did nothing until I just now got to the 3rd floor, and on the 3rd floor it gives you 1,500. So I made the wise investment, I guess, of picking that one. I wonder if that was preventing me from getting money. Maybe that was the reason I wasn't getting money, is like that thing eating. I don't know. I was not paying attention if it was eating my cash. What do I want here? Cast all orbs is cool. Let's take cast all orbs. This is more spinny. This makes my cosmic orb more powerful based on how much Astrea I have. Like, I just do not have the brain for figuring out how to make this work. Let's take this. And let's go to the forge. Cast a random orb 10 times. We're gonna take the AoE light shield for sure. What is the worst thing that we have? Probably this. I would really like to not put Torment on everything. We're gonna take this, because I think it's fun. Where do we want to put it? Just get rid of the other Torment. Do I have any particularly bad? Yeah, I just don't want to put Torment on anything, so let's do that. We can take this. Why don't we just stack this die and then duplicate it? That sounds like a pretty good idea. We'll save some money for if there's an epic, yeah, epic shop down here. What are you doing? All targets receive double purification and double corruption. That's awful. So you gotta go. Trying to think. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I should have known that would happen. This is a scary fight. Every time I hit this, it's going to do 4 corruption to me? That's terrible. Well, I might as well hit him with the big one. And then try to re-roll these. Great. Heal myself back up so I can kill this now. You're gonna do 6 damage to a random target. Let's go ahead and kill her. Move one variable. Let us spin our orb. Bring out some more dice. That's terrible. What do your other sides look like? Not any better. Jeez, okay. So this will make my next shield orb better. And I can spin twice to get to the shield orb. Which I want to do because otherwise I won't survive if he happens to hit me with this. Great. Cool. And sure. Put it on you just in case. If it hits the Sentinel, Sentinel's dead. Hit yourself. Okay. I don't want you to overcorrupt and do this. These are bad rolls. Not much better. So let's heal, spin, sure. This will do 4 damage to me. Which is bad, but it gives me this. I can't take that much karma because I'll blow up. But if I spin around here... I can pop my Astrea. Nice. And that also refreshed. Then I can spin. Cast that a bunch. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Do a bunch of damage, do a bunch of damage, do a bunch of damage. Yeah, you hurt me very bad. Definitely apply Serenity. Might as well put the shield on. Let's try to re-roll that, and I think we want to re-roll this because this reinforced is a bad effect. Great. Ooh. We can cast this. Right. We're going to thanks for stopping by. Have a lovely bedtime. I'm just going to be here spinning my orbs all night, but thank you so much for stopping by. So let's try and do a big shield burst. Because we can... drop some shield. Did not go as well as I had hoped. You can drop more shield on you. And then we can... This is where it's a, there's a bit of a risk-reward. Bit of a gamble I can do. Because if I cast this first, random orb 7 times, I could put more shield on everything before I pop the big shield bomb. But I could also trigger my karma and kill myself. So no, the karma pops if it gets to 6. So I would have to pop it, I would have to hit it 3 times, which I think is statistically not the likeliest outcome, but a pretty decent chance. I'm making that up. I don't know the I don't know the stats of it. It's a 25% chance and it's 7 rolls, so I think we are not likely... We're most likely to get less than 2 of each. Like 1.75 of each, statistically, I think. So I could just say YOLO, as the kids say. Let's go for it. I'm very scared. I actually don't need to be that aggressive, so we won't. Now, if I do this, I could still pop it, which I think would still kill... Well, great. Okay, cool. All that deliberation, it didn't really matter, but I was worried about it. So finally the shield bomb worked for us, and I could get another shield bomb. What I like about it is that it does a ton of damage based on how much shield they have, and it doesn't get rid of the shield. So if I had 2 of these, I could just pop them both, and that would be wonderful. They just... It's kind of a dead draw a lot of the time. Copycat seems nice. We'll take Copycat. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. So if I had... Again, if I had built in such a way that I could get to 9 Astrium, this does a crap ton of damage. And casting 12 times is great. I am worried about this, but I think I'm going to take this, and I have enough like discard and redraw and reroll that I can probably avoid taking a heart. So first turn I draw 1 more. Purification dealt by safe and starter dice is increased by 1. When you have 6 corruption on your meter, you deal additional 2 purification. How many safe and starter dice do I have? I have 10. But some of these don't even do purification. Yeah. It's not super useful. I think it would only affect, like, 2 or 3 of my dice. Let's take this. Yeah, I can just stay in the danger zone. I mean, that is like always a... It feels like it's always the strat anyways. It's like if you can be at 6 damage and know that you're not going to die from it, then you have all of your virtues and, you know, you can do all sorts of crazy stuff, but it is scary. But I mean, worst case, like if I'm down at 6 and like if I just want to heal myself, this will help me heal myself. So I think it's just a net good. Where do we want to go? Let's go here. Gain 1 catalyst, gain 9 karma. This is... No, I'm not going to take this. This reduces the amount of Astrium you need for your Astrium to blow up. But you're also taking 9 karma, which, you know, will make your karma blow up. So again, something that if you had a very specific build, you could probably make this work. I don't have whatever build I would need to make that work. This is just draw and rotate. I'm just going to take the safe one. It'll be boring. Like this. Gain 8 karma. That'll blow you up, but you get to draw 3 dice. Again, I think I'm just going to go safe with it, which is probably not great. You found an ornate Apian fountain that perfectly reflects the starry night sky. On the bottom of its front is written, "To call the heavens, you have to detach from what is mundane or sacrifice what's important." I can spend 100 star shards for a 10% chance of gaining a star blessing, or sacrifice a heart for a 50% chance of gaining 2 star blessings. I'm not brave enough to do that one. I guess I could do it, and because I will have a heal opportunity before the boss, but it is just a 50% chance. I could spend this because I have the money. Let's go for this. That's 10%. Is it even worth spending 100 for 10% chance? I'm terrible at making decisions like this. Let's go for it. We're going to sacrifice a heart for a 50% chance of gaining 2 star blessings. If it doesn't work out, then you approach the fountain and face your reflection in the water. Unexpectedly, a force pulls you into the fountain. You feel an overwhelming force spinning your body as a part of you slips away. You blink and find yourself in front of the fountain again, looking at the shining constellation in the water mirror and some gifts floating in it. Okay, so it worked out. Now, are these even going to be worthwhile? Every 8 starter die you play, deal 6 purification to all targets. Whenever you do corruption to an enemy, you receive 3 purification. This would actually go nice with the other things that we have that help us when we do corruption to an enemy, which we haven't been taking too much of advantage of in the last fight, but it's nice. And this would be nice because it does... We often have dice left over. So just being able to do kind of passive damage whenever we have dice left over is neat. Let's go with Dice Smith Hammer. And what else? Every 3 turns, apply to Light Shield all targets, which is cool because we do have a bit of a Light Shield synergy. Every 4 times you deal purification, you receive 1 purification. And at the start of the battle, apply 3 safeguard to all enemies, which would give them light shield passively at the beginning. But then it ticks down every turn. The longer the battle goes on, the more worthwhile this is. And this applies to all targets, which helps us. So I think this is better than this one. Do we want to upgrade? Yeah. Our sentinels are still low level. This one just has a bunch of damage. This gives some extra draw. And it has heal bot. Ooh, which is nice. This does, when corruption is received from others, corruption source receives 2 purification. So, yeah, I think I'm going to take Dice Drive. Who are we going to get rid of? I have not been using Convert very often, so I think we're going to get rid of that one. Because this just gives some nice orb stuff. This has the auto turret though. Yeah, okay. I could also pick up this one, but I do want to... I don't have enough money for... I want to save 300 for the Epic Dice Shop. So yeah, take them both. Sorry, fish. Oh, it's funny. This is a funny boss that you cannot kill, and he just dies on his own. But you do have to deal damage to him. So I drew this thing. I don't have a way to re-roll that right now. Yeah, we can take damage. So here's what we're gonna have to do. Is we spin our orb. I do 3 damage to myself. And now we can re-roll that. Shit, okay. At least that isn't taking a heart. So... pop that on you. We'll copy this. Sure. I didn't really need to do that. Probably shouldn't have. But yeah, the gimmick of this boss is that you can't harm it but you have to deal damage to them to reduce their the damage that they are doing, and you do that long enough to hold out until it dies on its own, basically. Oh, I can't re-roll because I have stunned. Boo. Okay. Oh, but you know, actually dealing corruption to this thing is not bad because its overcorrupt is also a purify. I don't even need to do any more damage. Blob Marley, thank you for the follow. Got our shield explosion, which is nice. Hello, hello, welcome. How are you doing? This is going pretty well. So this is a character that I am that I'm terrible with. But currently the run is going pretty okay. This boss is scary, but you just kind of have to survive. I guess it's not actually scary. It's scary if you happen to be in a weird position. I haven't had too much trouble with it. Let's put some shield on you so that we can... Wait, did I already use my shield explosion? I don't have my shield. That wasn't my shield explosion. I don't know why I thought it... Yeah, well. I think I've played wrong. We'll be okay. I think he's going to take us exactly down to 1 health. Oh no, he didn't even get through our shield. This is what I'm saying. I just don't pay attention sometimes. But yeah, this game is, I really like it. I think this is the deck builder that I've had the most fun with in a pretty long time. And I play a lot of them. But there's just a lot of very interesting like synergies and builds, and it's been a good time. Let's do some damage. Do some corruption to you. Pop all my orbs. I am worried about... Oh, okay. That went pretty well. Okay. yeah, basically it starts with every turn with basically doing 26 damage, but every point of purification you deal to it reduces that, so I just have to keep my damage out there. And I think it's dead now anyway. Yeah. No problem. We'll take more orb spinning. Deal 2 purification to any target. Deals 9 additional purification for each time your discard was shuffled back into your draw pool during this battle. I haven't seen this before. That is neat, I guess, for a very long battle. If I had a very small dice pool, I have a very large dice pool currently at 34 dice. What does this do? Minimum Astrea 9. Cast current active orb 10 times. It's cool if I had... I guess next time I play this character, I should try for a Astrean build. We'll go with this. And we'll take this. I think our build is just going to be... Our strategy is going to be do a little bit of corruption to the enemies and trigger a bunch of our stuff as a result. So we want this. We can take that. That seems good. Light shield is good. Spinning our orbs is good. We'll go for the shield. And I'll take some money. What do we have? More dice draw is wonderful. This is just nice. I think I'm gonna shuffle. This is really good though. I'm gonna take this. I just got an achievement for spending 1,500 star shards in a single run. Which I guess I haven't done until now. So I could... I'm not going to sacrifice to gain 2-star blessings. It's not worth it for me right now. I will just recover, I think. Because this is the final boss of this run. Oh, this is a new guy. Okay. Interesting. I haven't seen this guy before, so we're in for an interesting time, I guess. I've always had the other boss here. Like every other run, I've had the other big nasty black hole thing that isn't a Rubik's Cube. So you're gonna put Torment on everything, which is bad. You have the death bond, whatever. At the start of enemy's turn, Uncaged Anomaly deals 1 corruption to a random target 3 times, then increases reality disruption by 1. That's really bad. This guy sucks. Okay. I guess we're gonna... Oh yeah, if you had Wave, I could see how that could be really powerful for that. What I'm gonna do is, I guess, drop a little bit of corruption to do all of my stuff. Yeah. Okay. And I can just do that again. And that should kill both of these things. Cool. Dump all the damage onto you. And then we will spin our orb. Because you know I love to spin my orbs. Put that on. So next time that I hit the shield orb, I will gain a lot more shield. Take our draw. We will... I think I can safely pop that on you. And then you'll hit me, but it's fine. And then I should be able to safely pop that on you. Okay. I really wish I had the shield orb or something. The sorry, the thing that blows them up with the shield. Just cast a bunch. So I'm at dangerous levels of karma. You're just putting torment on yourself right now. I think everything's fine. I mean, I can put more... put shield on you just so you can't hurt yourself. Definitely want Serenity. Definitely want to draw. Yeah. Do that. If I hit him with this, I'm probably going to blow up my karma. So why don't we put a little extra shield on myself first. Didn't blow up my karma. And now I'm at 9 Astrea. So if I had all those cool effects, I could totally be using them right now. What a bummer. Instead, I'm just going to blow you up. We're doing okay so far, but I am worried that it'll escalate. Definitely want Serenity. Do big damage. Put some shield. Drop big damage. Cool. Take my draw. This gives me rotation. This gives me shield. I'm going to hit myself for 1 so that I can re-roll that. I'm going to... What does this do? You're spawning more guys. Interesting. I should have re-rolled that too, honestly. I did not pay attention. Oh well. I'm going to shield up. And then what? This is a risky play, but I'm going to do it anyways. This gives me, when my karma pops, I also do 3 purification to all enemies. If I play this, my karma will pop. That's fine because I have 5 shield, so I can take it. Yeah. Let's do this. Very sad. I'm gonna spin my orb because I love to spin my orb. And then I'm gonna Oh, we're so close. Oh, he killed himself. Awesome. Run successful. So that was the last of the characters I needed to get a floor 3 run with, which I believe this now unlocks the next stage of the game, so the real Astrea begins here. Let's see what wonders await us beyond this gate. Nebula Cascade, Devotion Cascade. These seem really cool. When your Astrea is triggered, you cast your other orbs. Yeah, Astrea build seems like a cool... Yeah, just make it blow up everything, which seems like a really neat thing if you can pull it off. So I'd like to try that next time I play this character. If I get the options. Astrea level 1. Interesting. I don't know what that is. Cool. I was kind of expecting a cutscene, because they had a cutscene when I unlocked Orion. There was like a whole little story bit, and I was kind of expecting one when I unlocked that last seal on the door. I don't think I'm going to play another run right now, because it's getting late. I'm old, and it takes me about 2 hours to do a run of this game, which is like a perfect stream length. But yeah, cool. I'm glad it was. I feel like it's the exact same thing that happened last time. I was having trouble, and I think just by streaming it and forcing myself to like talk through all of the things that I'm doing, it makes me actually pay attention. And so I think I have actually an easier time sometimes when I have to like step through. So I'm gonna, let's close out of here and go to my cute little ending screen. Thank you everybody that stopped by. I don't know what any kind of regular streaming schedule is going to look like. I think I'm just going to do it whenever I feel like it, because I'm not a big streamer anyways. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. What do I want to stream? I want to stream more of this. I want to stream Wildermyth. I really want to do a Wildermyth campaign because I love that game and I feel like not enough people have seen it. And in a few weeks or next month when World of Horror 1.0 comes out, I really want to stream some World of Horror around Halloween-y time. But yeah, let's see who we can rage all over to. I think I'm gonna send you all over to. Oh, you got a physical of World of Horror. Yeah, that game is awesome. I really love the vibes. I love the like weird choose your own adventure-ness of it. So I definitely want to give it a shot when it comes out in 1.0 and get back to that. I'm going to send you all over to Sedmol. So thank you all for watching. Be nice and say hi over there. And yeah, I will see you all later. Bye, everybody.